And we are pleased to bring in Speedy Claxton. Of course, a star at Hofstra, played 10 years in the NBA, now back with Hofstra since 2013 as an assistant coach. And you guys won the league championship this past year. Congratulations, and thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. It was great. Great accomplishments for the school. The CAA is a tough league, and to win it was special.
What's it like being an assistant coach where you were a star?
It's cool. A lot of people that was there, faculty-wise, still there, so it's good to see those guys, and it's just good to be back.
Is it different being on the other side now too?
Very different.
When you're instead of being the one that might try to find a way to take an extra break during a drill, now you're like, you know the tricks.
Exactly.
No. It's your turn now.
Like, nah, it's not water breaks yet, man. Come on, give me one more.
Right.
Now, Speed, we talked to Jalen Brunson last week, and he was speaking how when Jay Wright was coaching him, he kind of sacrificed his relationship with him to make him a better player. Was that the case with you when Jay Wright was coaching you at Hofstra?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, when he came out to recruit me, Coach Wright is two different guys. Right? You have an on-the-court Jay Wright and you have an off-the-court Jay Wright. And I first got used to the off-the-court Jay Wright, from recruitment and all that. And then once we stepped in between those lines and you got the on-court Jay Wright, I was like, whoa, who is this guy? And Joe Brown, Joe Brown, who was my roommate at the time, we got back to him, I was like, yo, this is a different cat, man. He is wild.
You want to ask about the NBA Finals, because you were on the Warriors for a couple of years when you were coached by Mike Montgomery and Eric Musselman.
Yeah.
Things have changed dramatically with the Warriors since you were on that team. Have they not?
Oh, yes. They shoot way more threes than they did back when I played. I don't know if I can play today in today's NBA.
With the way they play. Just back to the Hofstra thing real quick. You talked about Jay Wright, and him getting you was obviously that's the jewel for Hofstra when he was able to recruit you and get you there. What was behind the decision for you to, because you were obviously a national recruit, you were a great player at Christ the King. I won't make any comments about the Long Island guy playing in Queens, but anyway, but still, he was able to get you to Hofstra. What was behind that decision? How did he do it?
Well, he got me to sign early before I hit the AAU scene.
Okay.
So that was good on his part. I was actually talking to Gary Charles, who was my AAU coach at the time, last week about it. He was like, that was the smartest thing Jay Wright ever did, was to get you to sign early. Mm-hmm. But I met Coach Wright, the off-the-court Jay Wright, and I mean, he was a fun guy. He was cool, and he just seemed like he would be a good coach to play for.
Now, you were picked 20th overall in 2000. What would you say about some of the players now that are going to be drafted coming up here in a couple of weeks? You look at your draft class, not the greatest, right? I mean, at the top, you look up like Zion's a lock, right?
Yeah, they said we have one a week of draft class.
I mean, Jamal Crawford would like a word with you, Bill. He's still playing.
All right, but I'm talking at the top, right? I mean, when you look at Martin Swift, Miles, and Marcus Fizer, I mean, Miller had a decent career, but any red flags for the guys coming out this time around?
I mean, yeah, just because you get drafted don't mean you're going to stick. You still got to go out there, compete, play hard, and get better every year. Even if you don't play as many minutes as you want to play your first couple of years, you got to keep working and getting better, or else you could be out the league before you know it.
Now, you played for one of the best coaches of all time. Can you speak on some of Popovich's philosophies in coaching, the way he approached the game?
Oh, man, Pop was one of the best coaches I ever played for. I mean, he treated every player the same, from Tim Duncan down to myself. You knew your role. He defines your role.
Say that again, because knowing your role is like, what's missing kind of in today's game.
I mean,
you got to know your role.
Like, would he communicate and say, hey, Speedy, this is what your role on this team is? Did he do that with every player, Pop?
No, but you gotta know your role. you know you gotta give Tim Duncan the ball.
That's good for business. That's good for your business. But yourself, you made the comment that you don't know if you could have played in today's game. What was different about your game or the game then?
I wasn't a three-point shooter, and in today's game, it seems like you have to be a three-point shooter at every position. I mean, you see Brook Lopez out there shooting threes from the 5 spot. Marcus Gasol out there shooting threes.
There you are going to the rack.
But
that was my thing. I was trying to get to the basket.
I see a guy that can get to the basket at will.
That's against Howard Eisen.
Where's the help defense, John Wallace? Look at Spree asking for it. Where are you, John Wallace?
I wasn't on that edition of the Knicks.
That's right. But the game certainly has
Oh, it's
changed
changed.
dramatically.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I mean, when you think about today's guards, like we look at the guards coming out even in this draft, especially Ja Morant. Now he's got the quickness and the athleticism to get to the basket, but it's almost like when you develop a young player now, it does have to also do with not just you can shoot the three, but how much range now. What Steph Curry has done to the game.
I mean, yeah, where Steph shoot the ball from is crazy. I mean, back in the days, you like this. Oh, you can have that shot.
Right.
I mean, just like Paul George said when Dame Lillard hit the
Yep.
shot on him, he's like, that was a bad shot.
Right.
But these guys are so good in today's game that they make those shots look easy, and you have to contest them.
Is that something you see that'll trickle down to the college game, or is that just such a skill that it can only be something at the pro level? Because that's the concern, right? You see a guy like Lillard and Steph and some players now taking these 30-footers. What happens is the younger players try to emulate that, and that's got to be a struggle as you're
Yeah, it
coaching
will
in college.
definitely trickle down. Like, I have a player who's actually in the draft process now, Justin Wright Foreman, who loves shooting NBA threes. Last year, I'm like, this dude, just step in a little bit. It's an easier shot. Like, that's the goal, is to make the shot. And if you get the easier shot, you're probably gonna make it.
Right.
It trickles down, but it trickles down not just to college, but as you're recruiting and everything, high school ball, middle school ball, everyone's taking all these crazy threes just because they see Steph do it. Now,
Step
Steph
back threes,
he's a master at
like-
doing it.
Oh, yeah.
But, you got to really work on your craft to become that kind of player.
That's what these kids don't realize, is that pros are pros for a reason. Like, they gonna make difficult shots. Like, that's why they're pros. And they're used to making straight shots or easy shots. So they gotta challenge themselves.
For more great videos from the MSG 150, check out Right There. And remember, our show is on Monday through Thursday, 8 to 10:30 p.m. on MSG Network and MSG Go.